Hello, I'm Dan from Sussex. It's a wet Sunday and I thought it's a great opportunity to get in the greenhouse and sow some seeds. I have my seeds and I have some coffee, so everything I need. I'm going to pot up some herbs. Can you hear the rain on the roof? Brilliant. So I've got some thyme and I've got sage. Got a few pots, terracotta ones. These are just old pots I had knocking around that I've washed and I've disinfected and then rinsed out again. That's just to make sure there's nothing harbouring in there that's going to affect my plants. Then just put these broken bits of terracotta in the bottom, some crocks. Obviously you can use stones or anything really in the bottom there just to help the drainage. And these are herbs, so I want lots and lots of drainage. So I've got some horticultural grit that I'm putting in the bottom. And then I've got some compost that I mixed last thing yesterday. And you might be able to see I've written what I've got in here. I've kept it in the bag overnight because it's kept it nice and moist, and I think I could even still squeeze this compost and the water comes out. Yeah, and normally it shouldn't hold on to this amount of water, but I really overwatered it because I'm sowing into it. And this is 1/3 multi-purpose peat-free compost, which I picked out all the large bits. I then use some old seed compost and some old soil-based compost that I sieve, and that's mixed in again another 1/3, and then 1/3 horticultural grit, this stuff, and that's really to help the drainage. I would normally just use a John Innes compost and grit, but can't get hold of it, so here we go. And what I'm doing is I'm just popping it into the pot here. I'm leaving it a couple of inches below there, because what I want to use now is some seed sowing compost. It's a bit finer, a bit more help to the seed. Now what I'm going to do is just firm it down using another pot. There we go, that should do it. Now I'm just a few centimetres short of the top. I'm going to sow my seed because they like being quite shallow, these seeds. And the idea of sowing this way with the different compost mix in the bottom is that they grow into it and they can stay in these pots all year and into next year until they get to a size where they need potting on. So I'm going to start first with the sage. Quite a lot of seed, but thankfully for herbs, this is actually quite a large seed for a herb, so really grateful for that. And all I'm going to do, space out the seed. I wouldn't put just one in because I want this pot to fill out quite quickly, and also if that one doesn't germinate, I'm waiting a long time to see that it doesn't. So really fill this out. I can always thin some out later and plant on. There we go, that should do it. And then all I do, again, is take this seed compost spread it over the surface there. and give it a spray. Give it a really good water at this stage. Just again compress down just lightly this time, just to make sure that all the compost is in contact with the seed. And there we go. I could put some grit on top if I was putting it out to germinate outside. Then I definitely would put the grit on top, just as an extra little barrier for slugs and snails, although I don't think it would particularly slow them down that much, and it just looks nice and neat. But it's staying in the greenhouse, so I'm just going to pop it on a tray, pop a label on it and stick it on the shelf. And here we are on the greenhouse shelf, and you can see I put them in some saucers there, and they're just soaking up some water, and I'll just water them very gently with a mister on top each day if needed, and just top up the water in the tray as needed.
So here's what the sage looks like. You'll notice its botanical name is Salvia officinalis. That's because it was on a list of medicinal herbs, although I use it for culinary use. Now I'm going to show you how to sow the thyme in a separate video, as this video would be rather long otherwise.
Lovely. Well, I hope you enjoyed just seeing me pot up a few pots there. Like I say, I couldn't get hold of the right compost that I wanted. I couldn't get hold of new pots, and I was really struggling to get hold of seed, but I'm making do with what I've got, and I think everyone else is, and hope that's inspired you to pot up a few things back where you are.